Good morning, Cancer. This is a general reading and it's a collective reading. It is not going to resonate with everyone because not every Cancer on the planet is going through the same thing at the same time. We go through different stages and journeys. However, if you don't find your answers or what you're looking for here, check out your moon and rising signs. You may find them there, or perhaps another tarot reader, or a song, or who knows what. Whenever we have a question or we're looking for an answer, Spirit is more than willing to give it to us. We have to open up and be willing to let them guide us to the answer. Okay, so it's a general reading, and again, we're going to just do whatever Spirit wants to talk about. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for clear and concise messages. We thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. And we thank you for love, light, and prosperity in these readings as we journey through the Celtic Cross for Cancer. Show us what it is that we have to look at or talk about. Okay, the energy at hand is King of Water. Cancer, this is you showing up in your own reading, like you're all into yourself at the moment, in a good way. I used to tell my kids, don't be so into yourself. So you're into yourself in a good way. This is a good way. What's crossing you? Eight of Water. The underlying issue that has you where you are right now is transformation. In the recent past, we have Ace of Fire. The overall crowning energy is temptation. And in the near future, we have Six of Earth. Your attitude about this situation is Messenger of Earth. Outside influences, Two of Fire. The hopes and fears, Messenger of Water. And the potential outcome, Ten of Fire. Okay, so it looks like they're keeping with the same theme that they've had going in all the other readings, and it's about spiritual and personal journeys. So right now what I'm seeing is that you're pretty settled in where you are. You feel like everything that's going on is going according to plan, according to the way that it's supposed to be. Except that there's something inside you. It's almost like you're wanting to dart. It's like you have this, I feel the word flee, like not a flea that bites you, like that lives on dogs or cats, but like you're ready to flee this area, flee this life, flee this, surround this environment, whatever. There's something deep inside of you that's actually wanting to move on. But you have a battle going on. You're an air sign. No, you're a water sign. Sorry. So you have this battle going on within yourself because there has been some kind of transformation that's taken place somewhere along the road, and it's almost like you feel like the King of Water is like, it's the King of Cups. So you're emotionally intelligent, emotionally intelligent. You're very nurturing. You have a great eye for vision. You have a great ability to help people see the good in them and things like that. And you're obviously a leader if you're showing up that strong in your reading. So this transformation, I feel like, has something to do with something else you feel like you should be doing. And that's why you're getting this as a cross, as it's crossing you. So in the recent past, this is the Ace of Fire. So in the recent past, it's like the universe gave you uh, an idea, and it really sparked something deep inside of you that had to do with this. So it's like it didn't just spark. I mean, it really triggered like a passion, and perhaps a passion you didn't know you had, or it could be a passion, especially because it's in the past. It could be a passion from a very, very long time ago in your past, something that you really wanted to do at one time. You just never got around to it. But in the meantime, you've built up, um, a nice life. You're happy with where you are. Everything's running fine. So, okay, universe, why are you wanting to do this to me all of a sudden? Everything was moving along just fine. So your crowning energy is your struggle. It's temptation. So the temptation card can also be the devil. Okay, so if there's somebody in your life causing you some issues, it could be a Capricorn. But because these readings have all been about personal journeys and personal or spiritual journeys, I really feel like this has to do with, it's like the universe came in and said, oh, but what about this? Remember a long time ago you wanted to do this? And you're thinking, what's wrong with you, universe? I have my life under control. Why are you wanting to redirect me right now? Okay. In the near future, it looks like you're going to say, you're going to make peace with it, whatever it is, and you're going to feel balanced. You're going to feel equally like perhaps you could do both, or you can integrate it into what you're already doing. But you're going to have this feeling of generosity, and I don't just mean generosity with money, that too likely, but I'm talking about like a generosity of your spirit, because you're going to be so, what's crowning you right now, this main energy of conflict and attachments and letting go of things, is not going to be an issue anymore, because you have the potential to overcome it and just be totally at peace and with the way things end up working out. So your attitude about all this, remember I said you're like, what the heck? The messenger of earth is like, got a lot of grit, got a lot of determination to do things the way that they want to do, or to protect what they've already built. So it's like this is a perfect depiction. You're like, okay, what? Why? I mean, everything's going fine. Why are you messing with me, God, angels, archangels? Why are you wanting me to add something that's totally out of what I'm accustomed to doing? Tell me what's going on here. So that's kind of like the energy you're in right now as far as all that is concerned. The outside influences, see, this fire is the same thing. Whatever this was that the universe brought into you, it's like they're keeping at it. They're continuing to they're continuing to nudge you along that path. And it's almost like they're asking you to map it out. Just map it out. You're smart. Just map it out and just see how it would fit into your life. Now I want to tell you this. Usually whenever the universe comes in and gives us something like this, it's going to be something totally in line with what we're capable of doing, and it's going to be something totally in line with what we have desired to do at one time or another in our life. And your hopes and fears, I find it very interesting as the messenger of water. Excuse me. This is, the messenger's like the night, making movement, right? So it's like you're thinking, okay, I want to make some movement, but then you look at the mirror and you see yourself this way, and you're like, I can't do that. I don't have the degree. I don't have the experience. I don't have blah, blah, blah. Just name it all. Because when you look in the mirror, you tell yourself all the reasons you can't do it, right? So it causes it to be a fear. But your hope is, because it really does resonate with something that you've wanted to do for a long time. So your hope is that you can look at yourself as this knight who moves forward with it, who can actually bring it into fruition, who can nurture it, grow it into what you want it to be. So it's a hope and a fear. So your potential outcome is a completion. And because this is actually in the Ten of Fire, it's the same as the Ten of Wands. So you're carrying this burden. And sometimes you're carrying it just temporarily because you know you just have to work this hard for a little while and then it's all going to smooth out, right? So in this particular depiction, and I love it, it's like she's releasing every single thing in her life that no longer serves her. She's done with all that. Put it out, okay? And because you can put out the things that no longer serve you, it opens up room for these other things to come in and be implemented into your life. So you're completing a cycle. I'm going to get a little bit of clarification on that card to see if we have a little bit more information. And I may get some clarification on this transformation card too, just to see what it is. Okay, so we want to know God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit. What is it? See, the Queen of Cups just flipped out, but I'm not going to take it. But we're gonna remember that it did flip out. Show us what it is that Cancer is releasing. What is this cycle they're completing? What is the meaning of the Ten of Fire being in the potential outcome position? Show us clearly, what is that about? This is very interesting, Cancer. You know, especially whenever you know, life's going along just great, and all of a sudden it's like something gets handed to you on a plate, and it's like, wow, really? Really? Okay. So this is, oh wow. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so whatever this is, this that you're going to complete, maybe it's you're going to let go of all the fears that go along with implementing this, because this is what happens when you do that. The Ten of Pentacles is legacy kind of wealth. It's generational kind of wealth. It gets passed on and passed on and passed on. So perhaps it's going to be something very, very fruitful for you if you do it, if you decide to do it, because it is definitely your choice. Obviously, we live in a world of free will, right? Okay, Cancer, so we're going to find out. Give us more information on this transformation. Show us more clearly what is it that transformed in Cancer's life that was at the root of all of this happening. Show us what is it that transformed in Cancer's life. We thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. Okay, so this is a little deeper than I thought it was, actually. So there was a situation where you felt very betrayed and very hurt, and it truly transformed your life. You felt very left out in the cold. You felt like, how could this have happened to me? And you felt like it wasn't fair. And then somehow or another, maybe it set you onto a spiritual journey or one of those Dark Night of the Soul journeys, where we go in and we find out the truth about who we are. And because this is they call it the moon card, but I see the sun and the moon both together. I see in this particular deck a wolf and a dog, right? And then I'm Louisiana, so this is a crawfish. So, but they're all pointed that way. They're all of their attention is going this way, okay? So it's like they rely on the intuition. They rely on the messages from above to guide them forward. And so whatever has happened in this journey has caused you to go way in deep. Whatever this transformation was, it's like it was a huge change for you. And in your physical world, you were able to pick yourself back up by your bootstraps and move forward, right? Especially if it was, something like this, whether you were the one who got betrayed, or you were the one who betrayed somebody, and because of it you lost everything. Somehow or another, you've been able to pick yourself up and become who you are again in this physical world. But along the way, something deep happened inside there, and it transformed the way that you look at the world. It transformed the way that you see relationships. It transformed the way that you see opportunities. It transformed everything as far as the way you look at stuff. And because of that, okay, now this is the Hierophant. This is indicative of structures, constructs, like religions, religious practices, spiritual practices, things of that sort. It's a very, very spiritual card. So what this is telling me is that during this transformation, you really went very deep and were able to, it was that spiritual direction that helped you pull yourself out of it, okay? And I feel like somewhere recently, something happened. Maybe you were telling your story to somebody, and they said, because God sends us messages a lot of different ways, but maybe you were telling your story to somebody, and they said, dude or girl, either one, you need to share that with people. That would really help people find encouragement and hope. Write a book. You need to write a book, or whatever. It's like, and so now it's like you're this moving on, okay? Perhaps this is that you had to move on, but the other thing is that now that the seed has been planted, it's like you can't stop thinking about it. Not that you obsess about it, but it keeps coming up over and over and over again. And in the back of your mind, this is something that you truly need to do. Okay. So it's, and you're thinking that you want to move toward it. This is really exciting. What is this temptation? What is this overriding energy? This crowning energy for Cancer. What is it that they're attached to, that they don't want to let go of? What is this overriding, this crowning energy for Cancer? Can you give us more clarity? Look, there's that. Oh no, that's not. I thought it was the Queen of Cups again. Show me, what is this temptation as your crowning energy? Show us clearly. What is that about? What is it that they need to be able to overcome that's clouding their thoughts and everything right now? Okay, so this is it. Like, okay, it's funny because this is the Six of Earth. This is your near future, right? This is the Six of Pentacles, same card. So what I'm seeing is you're afraid that this is going to change everything. That if you do this, so much is going to change, you won't really recognize yourself or your life anymore. And because this is what you're holding on to, and this is what your future is, what they're telling me is that it's not going to upset your lifestyle in a way that is going to freak you out. So that's an attachment or something that you're holding on to. It's almost like a false fear. It's almost like you're making up all these things to be worried about, and there's really nothing to be worried about here. Whatever it is that this idea that they've given you, it looks like it's going to be something that not only are you capable of doing. Remember, we talked about your fear and your hope. Okay, can I even do it? I don't think I can do it. The truth is, yes, you can do it. So it's not only that you're capable of doing it, but that it's something that's going to give you even deeper fulfillment than you even realize. Because whenever, excuse me, I keep hearing shine a light. It's like whenever you can shine a light in somebody else's life, it makes such a huge difference. And there's so many people out there who don't have hope and have been either betrayed or they were the ones who betrayed, and somehow along the way they have a change. They're seeing things so differently. So many people have been felt left out. They feel left out. And so whenever that you've moved past this, this has been part of your spiritual journey that you're on the other side of. It's all been healed. You're back on track. Your life is moving along just fine. Why in the heck is universe asking you to do this? Because these two things, being able to tap into your intuition, being able to develop a spiritual practice that works for you, is what gives you hope to move forward. And a lot of people think that they just have to figure it out. A lot of people aren't connected. They need you, Cancer. They need to hear how you walked through it. They need to hear the struggles that you went through in the process. They need to hear your story. That's what this is about. You have a story to tell, and people need to hear it. People need to be able to have access to your story. Okay, so now we're going to ask for a PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, please show us the PS for Cancer in regard to this. Look, and this wasn't just any little deal. This was a huge transformation. This is a major arcana card. Not only that, this issue that you have with letting go, with being worried that if you do this, if you share this story, it might upset the life that you know. But they're telling you this is still part of your future, even if you do this. So this is a big thing for people, to be able to let go of the security, to be able to trust for security, to be able to trust for provision and all that kind of stuff. That is a huge thing to be able to share with people, to give them hope and remind them that the universe, God, guides, the angels, whoever it is that you deal with, truly has your best interest at heart, whether you're the betrayer or the betrayee. It doesn't matter. Especially if you're the one who did the betraying. I feel like I'm preaching now. I'm sorry. To get on top of that. To get on top of that and forgive yourself and understand that it's important. It's very important. We condemn ourselves. We condemn ourselves worse than anybody else condemns us whenever we do something wrong. Okay, P.S. What's the PS for Cancer? Please give us a PS for Cancer in this case. Okay. This is a gift This is truly a gift that it's in your heart, it's in your mind. You know how blessed you are because of this journey, because of what happened on the other side of all this heartache and this pain. And you can take that experience, that transformation, and make something tangible in this life to give other people hope. Whether it's a book, a song, a class, whatever it is, the universe is asking you to share that. Cancer. Wow. Look. The Ace of Pentacles, this is the universe handing it to you. The Ace of Wands. That's what happened in the recent past. You got the idea. This wasn't just like if somebody said, dude, you need to share that conversation. That wasn't just dude being silly or taking up space in the conversation. That was a meant to be sentence, a meant to be message. And the universe is saying, yes, you can take this and turn it into something tangible and help so many people. And there's the High Priestess. So here you are with all of this newfound spiritual understanding about not only what you went through, but who you are. Who you are. And like I said, whether you're the betrayer or the betrayee, whichever way it is, if you were the one who betrayed or the one who was betrayed, it doesn't matter. This person has learned something. This person has overcome something. And this person has a lot to share that can give other people hope because of the journey you've been on. Okay, Cancer. That was a very exciting reading. When it first started out, I thought, ugh. But the more we dug deeper, I didn't think, ugh. I just thought kind of bland, you know. But I'm glad we pulled clarifiers because this is a big deal. I hope you go out and do whatever it is that they're asking you to do. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a super duper day. Bye.